Hello, fifth graders. Today we're going to be looking at a poem to help us learn and understand a new strategy that we can use while we're reading. So today we're going to be reading a poem, and it's going to help us activate all of our five senses in order to better understand what the author is trying to get across and kind of comprehend how the author wants us to feel throughout the poem. So, by show of hands, who remembers the five senses? Yeah, so just to remember, we have a sense of sight, we feel, we hear, we smell, and we taste. So throughout the reading, I just want you guys to really activate those five senses and think about those and bring them to the forefront. So the poem that we're going to be reading today is called Muffins with Mama. You each have a copy of it at the center of your desk, so if you can all grab a copy of that, and then you're also going to take a sheet that says I see, I feel, I hear, I smell, and I taste. So this sheet is going to help us practice this strategy. We don't always have to have a physical representation of this sheet, but this one is just, I made this so that you guys can learn it and practice it while we're reading today. So the poem we're going to be reading is called Muffins with Mama. And you know, as soon as I even just read the title, Muffins with Mama, Miss Liam starts to think about her favorite muffins that my mom makes. They're her banana chocolate chip muffins. They're just so good. So automatically I just think about all of the different senses that come when I smell or eat one of those. So, we're going to be following along. I'm going to read the Muffins with Mama and show you guys the strategy and practice it for you so that you can understand it better yourself. So let's begin using your tracking finger. Let's go ahead and follow along. So, Mama's in the kitchen making muffins for me. There's eggs, raisins, milk, and white powdery stuff I see. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and underline white powdery stuff I see because I can just see like automatically all the ingredients being laid out, all of the the kitchen getting ready, and I even hear like the clinking of the different utensils my mom uses when she starts to make muffins. So that's where I'm going to put an I see and I hear. So I see ingredients and kitchen being prepped. And then I hear, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to put, I hear my mom getting out, utensils. There we go. Alright, so let's keep going. So we wrote that, and I see and I hear. She says it's flour, but doesn't look the same. With all those cups and bowls around, it looks like a fun game. Mama says if I help her, there'll be a tasty prize. She'll stick some batter in the oven, and I can watch it rise. Oh, I'm going to underline, I can watch it rise. And I'm also going to go up and underline, she'll stick some batter in the oven. So right there, I'm going to put, she'll stick some batter in the oven. I'm going to put, I see my mom pouring the dough. Mom pouring the dough into, or the muffin mix, not the dough. Pouring the dough into the pan, the muffin pan. And then I can watch it rise. So I can just even feel the heat on the oven starting to rise up. When you're younger, you're so afraid of the oven because my mom would always tell me, don't put your hand there, it's so hot. So I can almost just feel the heat of the oven increasing when it says, stick some batter in the oven. The heat increasing on the oven. Okay. I'll watch it slowly grow from sticky stuff to muffins. How that happens, I don't know. It is by magic, some things. So I'm going to go to where it says I'll watch it slowly grow, because right there I can start to just smell the muffins finally being cooked. So I smell fresh muffins starting to cook or bake. All right. And we'll keep going. Then a muffin I'll gobble up into my little tummy. Those muffins will disappear like magic and so yummy. Where it says so yummy, I'm going to underline that because I can just taste the first bite of a fresh, warm muffin, the chocolate chips and the banana. So taste chocolate chip, banana muffins. And I can almost even taste them like the day after my mom makes them, because that's when they're the absolute best, when they're 1 day old. So this strategy, as we were reading, we went ahead and we wrote down different things that that Miss Liam practices, and I wrote down what I see, what I feel, what I hear, I smell, and I taste while reading this poem. And each time that you go through, you may not have the same things that your shoulder partner may have, but we can share with each other the different experiences that we have reading the poem and how we've activated our own senses, because that's what makes it unique while we're reading. So as you go ahead and read the next poem that's sitting at your table, you're going to practice this. You'll have another sheet, and you're going to practice this on your own. So we're going to take about 5 minutes to do that, and then we're going to share some of the senses that were activated while reading. And this is not just something that you do with poems. This is something you can do with nonfiction or fiction. It just really helps us engage with the reading and understand a little bit more what the author is trying to get us to understand through the text. So I hope this was helpful, and you're going to practice it for the next 10 minutes.